There are so many better players at this than I. But I only just picked up this whole genre this year, so I don't feel bad about that. Effective robo, please, says Baron. Very well. Oh, why does this look so familiar? How did this even happen? Last time I ran you, we got to Act 2, right? Well, I almost never take the max hit points, so I guess we're taking Lament. Lament with a reasonable chance to snipe 1 and a small chance to snipe 2 elites, but it takes me out of the burning route. One elite for free, 2 elites for free, potentially. And if I feel super juiced up after that, another elite. I'm not the world's biggest fan of throwing everything away on the small chance of getting the elites. 10% chance that we find a fight here, 20% here, 30% here, assuming we don't see one here and here. Probably worth the shot, right? Let's have a go. Now you see it, now you don't. Take your potion, take your option. Nothing wrong with a cold snap. It's a strike that generates a frost orb. Better than the alternatives, that's for sure. Perhaps an on-sale super good card like Echo Form? How about Hello World? Hello World's not the worst thing. Kinda glad to see these relics, means I'll never see them again. Means I never path into a shop hoping to see Lee's Waffle. We know it's never going to be there. I am 1 penny short of getting Hello World card remove. Hello World's a perfectly serviceable Act 1 card. Essentially gives you 6 cards in hand every turn, which can be good. There's also the potion option. Hello World, it's my most hated defect card, says Athelwyn. How could you hate this? The commons on Defect ain't so bad. You got Rebound, you got Hologram, you got Cold Snap, Cool-Headed. Is Cool-Headed common? Surely. Not sure I want any of this, though. Innate 8 damage to all enemies. Yeah, that's probably not what you're looking for as the defect. Might just remove a strike, then. Getting ahead on strikes on the defect. Strike removal, that is rather nice. And, well, we're not getting the double snipe, because we rolled the 10% chance for Jawworm right there, but I will take Sunder. Lovely Act 1 card. And we're going to go fishing for the relic. Once, twice, thrice. For Tori. I spent a reasonable amount of hit points for that, but the Tori will probably save us much more. And look at that, we can heal that damage immediately, unless I want to be cursed with regret. Just got out of the shop. No other shopping options, so I'm certainly not taking that curse. We would get every shred of that 23 hit points, which is rather tempting. Might make me a better candidate for taking on this, especially if I upgrade Sunder here, but if this is something like Lagavulin, I just die. Slime boss, you say? Let's take the heal, knowing that we shouldn't need to rest for the rest of the act. Hello, Gremlinob. Goodbye, Gremlinob. Oh, wow, now I want that shop. 300 gold for dispatching Gremlinob, and some very rare options. Fission, Creative AI, go for the eyes. Fission without a plus on it, I usually say no to. Creative AI with or without a plus on it. It is infinite scaling. No card can scale like Creative AI can. It's a bit of a dead draw in most situations. But you know what? I will take it. And I will upgrade Sunder. Not Creative AI, heavens no. Alright, do I feel like this elite? I should take on the elite. I'm also free to take on another elite if things look good, but there is also the option of going for the guaranteed upgrade here. But with my deck having almost nothing added to it, upgrades don't seem too charming. Probably upgrade the Zap given the opportunity, but no, let's take on the elite. It's the Sentries. Where are you going, Jewelcast? I don't think this is Creative AI's time to shine. I want to get my Sunder down as quickly as possible. Well, you're dying to Sunder next turn, assuming that we get such an opportunity. Although I want to keep you in Sunder range. Taking 10 on the chin here. Oh, Sunder does 32, not 34. Well, there's always the lightning to help out. That's not Sunder. That's not Sunder at all. I'll tell you what it is. It's a Cold Snap with 2 defends. Minimize the damage taken. Can cards that create powers for you not create self-repair? Correct. You cannot get self-repair out of that. This is rather nice because I can Sunder you into oblivion, get a full rebate, and full block. This fight is mine. As soon as there are only 2 sentries, this fight is in the bag. Although you can still get some unfortunate draws. Sharing out the damage so everybody is free to die horribly to Sunder, who I am not seeing. Wait, what? I must have reshuffled my deck. I was wondering why I've only played Sunder once. Well, no need to worry about such minor things. Well, you're just not having a good day of it, are you? Thanks to Tori, there's no need to really worry about what's going on here. Do we have a brick next turn? No, we don't. Thank you, Tori. Look at that, prevented 4 damage already, and it allows me to creative AI. But there's really no point. It's back again. No, just get out of this fight. Not too shabby. Warpaint to upgrade 2 skills. Currently that's, well, hopefully Zap dual cast, but do we get to dilute our options with better options? Leap is a better option. I love Leap. 9 upgraded 12 block. Uncomplicated, excellent card. I'm not a big believer in static discharge, but I should be with Tori. With Tori, this makes multi-attack hits really, really good. Of course, Overclock is draw, but I don't love Overclock. That's a tough one. Leap or static discharge. Fighting the slime boss tells me take the leap. Slime boss just hits you with big, heavy damage, although Act 2 says take the static discharge. To look at it another way, creative AI is static discharge, but it isn't leap. So give me that leap and upgrade the leap, please. Sometimes you just have to ask. And small chests with big hearts. Ooh. Well, I'm certainly glad I did not add that power for now. All the powers will be upgraded. Carry on. Oh! Why even pick? Small chest, big chest? Well, ornamental fan, you say. 3 attacks, 4 block. I often find this works against me. What are the odds that Defect even plays 3 attacks in 1 turn? Are you telling me this is a rare... No, surely it's an uncommon relic at best. Yeah, I'm not thinking we get a lot out of this. I might take the key instead of the fan. But I might end up with a lot of 0-cost attacks and all for one that make me wish I'd taken the ornamental fan. I will take you. Get in here. With Tori, that extra 4 block could really make a difference, although it could also really not. Dual cast, where are you headed? Bad dual cast. Bad. That is not what we do around here. However, if I double defend, I only take 1 courtesy of Tori, so get going, double defend. Donk, and then donk. And then Sunder comes along to say, how shall I help you, my child? By dispatching my enemies, of course. And then fully blocking in 1 card. And then playing another card because we can. Be gone. The Essence of Darkness. Well, that solves our boss immediately. Channel 1 Dark Orb for each slot. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Glacier. Jake likes Glacier, but Jake also likes Cool-Headed. Where's my Toxic Egg? Or where are my powers? Not an easy choice, this. I already took a pretty dense block card in Leap. This is actually less upfront block, even upgraded. But it is those 2 bits of frost. Whenever you don't see Glacier, you really feel it, but Cool-Headed is just altogether quite good. Give me that Glacier anyway. It's a thief. He smelt my old coin and he's come for it. Bully Zap, Cold Snap, Glacier, right? Hit him with all the lightning that I can. And then he's gone. I'll be taking that money back if you don't mind. There's no ectoplasm keeping me down. How about a Streamline? I have no deck manipulation whatsoever, so Streamline becomes a little more choking to play. Of course, it competes with said deck manipulation with Rebound. On 3 energy, you cannot Rebound Sunder, which is a little bit sad. Cool-Headed is back to say, I thought you loved me, Daddy. And I say, well, yes, my child, but not all love is equal. Streamline's just a nice, big, chunky, uncomplicated damage card that gets cheaper every time we play it. I'm coming up to an elite soon, who is going to demand me doing damage. We've already dealt with Sentries, who's our best matchup. Something like Gremlin Orb is a very bad matchup for us right now. Lagavulin would be better with all this glaciering and high power leaping. That probably speaks towards Streamline here. Not an easy choice. Not an easy choice. I do like Streamlined, and I do lack damage currently, don't I? Can't just rely on one Sunder. Get in here, Streamline. Let's carve our way forward through the Beast and the Slime. Well, one of these guys is just disappearing right now. The only question is who? You buff up to start doing, I think, 11 or so damage. This guy just puts negative effects on me. I think he weakens me, right? No, he frails me. Even worse, right? You're just going away. Bye-bye. Blonk. And why would I not just deal the damage right now? Creative AI, definitely a dead draw. So far, it may... wow, okay. I could kill you with anything, I just didn't have anything. Creative AI definitely not helping us out yet, but I'm sure its time will come. Same could be said about the Ornamental Fan. 0 block gained. Fire Potion, 20 uncompromising damage. That is better, most likely, than Blessing of the Forge. So, goodbye, hello. Hello, Capacitor with a plus. Thank you, Frozen Egg. You do not see plus cards on Act 1 unless you have the corresponding egg. On Act 2, there's a 25% chance. On Act 3, there's a 50% chance. But on High Ascension, those chances are halved. Pardon any guttural noises here. I'm just out of a hefty DDR session. Anyway, it's Capacitor Plus, no questions asked. Does that make me feel better about this elite? Well, the Fire Potion does, so let's move. How do you bring up the attacks that the enemy does? I have most of the mods you have. Shift right-click brings this up, and the mod is called Bestiary. It's right there on the mod list at the bottom, Bestiary. I added this recently, so if you copied my mods from, say, a month or more ago, you may not have Bestiary. But yeah, I got really tired of seeing monsters doing something, and it's always the same thing, but I can't remember. Is it weakened? Is it frail? Nah. Just have it right there. Well now, this is probably Glacier Cold Snap, or would it be Dual Cast Glacier? Or even Dual Cast Cold Snap? I don't like that. I like getting the extra Frost Orbs down, but I like dealing the damage. It's got to be Dual Cast, no question about it. I need to get that damage dealt. Maybe I should question it, though. Just get the damage done. Roar, he says, to which I say, uh-oh, why are these all skills? It might be Fire Potion Sunder next turn. If I get a strike in here, Fire Potion Sunder will kill. However, that relies on drawing Sunder, which I might not. Currently, I'm going to be eating that damage. Let's not eat the damage. Do we consider zippity zapping? Probably not. We don't have a way to kill him that doesn't involve Sunder right now, so take your no damage. Pray for Sunder. We do see Sunder. 32, he's on 52. I wanted this Fire Potion for the boss, so I should consider, is there a way out that involves not using that? And I would say absolutely not. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Be gone. Scary guy, but with an excellent reward. Thread and Needle. 4-plated armor, and yes, that will synergize very nicely with Frost Orbs. A little bit of counter synergy with Tori. The plated armor means you always want to full block, or else you lose the plated armor. Tori says, don't bother with full blocking, I'll reduce it down to 1 damage. Replacement potion is very welcome. Are these welcome? If I take Equilibrium, which is a very good card, my deck becomes a little block heavy. Glacier, Leap, Cold Snap. Not a lot of damage. But Equilibrium is a very strong card. Retaining your whole hand for a better turn. I will take it. Definitely feeling the hunger for energy, though. We need some energy relics on the double. Might upgrade Creative AI to make it more playable, but Streamline is a big chunky damage upgrade. Also, Glacier is a nice big... Well, not big, it's 3 extra block, but it's nice. I think I'll upgrade the Creative AI. Let's make it more playable. Thunder's really strong. I don't know why you don't like it. Yeah, Thunder can be strong, but Thunder Strike is garbage. Unless you already have insane Thunder generation, it just doesn't do damage, and it's a 3-cost card. Well, Immediate Capacitor is kind of nice. Getting my Streamline immediately reduced in cost is also rather nice. Do I win this fight immediately by playing Essence of Darkness? How badly do I think this fight's going to go? I have plenty of block options in the everything here. I think I will use the Essence of Darkness. If I don't use it now, I'm just going to regret not having it. That's why you have the power that gives you lightning orbs so you take damage. Yeah, and I don't have that, do I? No siree. No, I do not. Okay, this is definitely Equilibrium time, isn't it? I don't want this now. I want to block his Slime Crushing. Thank you, please. Let's have another talk next turn. Also means when I Glacier, I smack him with the Darkness even harder than normal. Do I force the split now? Could be done. Zap, Cold Snap, Glacier evokes 4 of these things to do pretty hefty damage. But blocking 38 isn't too tough. Then again, it involves using my Glacier, doesn't it? Forcing him to split would be easy. Taking this hit would be, let me think, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 7, and 4. No help from Tori here. Would I be able to set up a better split next turn, though? Sunder isn't the answer. I think I do want a better split, though, don't I? If I deal 18... No, that's not acceptable. Any 10 would do me in. Some good dual casting would go a long way here. I think I will maximize my block here. Tell him to just bring it on. Taking 11 off of that is perfectly acceptable. Is this acceptable? Maybe just get Creative AI down, although... Yeah, just get it down. I do have Slimes clogging my deck now, so the Equilibrium would be extra useful. Hello, Static Discharge. You don't help me much. Would love a dual cast Glacier and just wreck this fool's life. Let's get this out of my face, get this out of my face. No point streamlining him, despite the cheapness. It would bring him down to 70 and then he would split. So just hold off, be patient. Thanks to the Dark Orbs, we already have this fight in the bag. Oh yeah, it's super in the bag. Goodbye. Done. And done right. And a brilliant potion replacement for an already brilliant potion. Dupe Pot is here. Creative AI is back. I already have you, though. But this time it's got a plus on it to say, please pick me. Already have the making for an acceptable Snecko deck. Although it would make the Creative AI upgrade feel foolish. That's assuming we get Snecko. I'm looking at that Hyper Beam, but we have a lot of Frost generation. Hyper Beam becomes a dead draw in many situations. I do not have the zero-cost cards for the All-for-One, but I could end up getting them. I took All-for-One with that in mind in another run that ended up being very fruitful. I forget if I made it or not. Hyper Beam Hearts is early. I mean, I do like Hyper Beam, but you cannot really use this in drawn-out fights. Massive damage on AoE, yes, but the focus loss without any artifact is brutal. All-for-One enables the Claw deck, obvious pick. We We haven't even seen a claw. Not seen a lot of zero cost anything. Should I take all for one and just assume that we're going to find Snecko? Because a second creative AI is not the answer. Creative AI can already make more creative AIs. Just gives me another dead draw. So it's either all for one or Hyper Beam. And there's nothing wrong with Hyper Beam. It's really good on those quick fights that you want to end immediately. Especially with that upgrade, 34 to all. What do I currently have for dealing that kind of damage? Nothing. I'm going to feel really bad if Snecko is in the deck and I take Hyper Beam, but... I'm taking the all for one. No Snecko. There is, however, Runic Pyramid. Never discard. I got big chunky cards. I already have Equilibrium, so it becomes a little less useful with the Runic Pyramid. We also have the Panda Box. I only got rid of one strike, so we get a lot of value out of the Panda Box. It might be great, it might be garbage. But what if I focus down what I remove with the Astrolab? Then we just get rid of the strikes, we keep the defends, and whatever it turns into gets upgraded. If they're powers, they'll already be upgraded with the Frozen Egg. I'm quite tempted to get rid of the defends on the grounds that I have Glacier, Leap, Cold Snap, Equilibrium, so that speaks towards getting the Panda Box. Astrolab is even better, says Ali. I don't think I agree. The defends are quite weak, especially when I have nice things that are better than defend. I'm going to take the Panda Box. Note that there's no power here, no energy rather. So I'm going to hope that Pandora's Box gives me turbo and more turbo, aggregate. Less so double energy. Double energy always feels like a drag until it's upgraded. What you got? Well now, how about two powers? Electro Die and Echo Form. Note that there are no zero cost cards here, so the all for one is feeling mighty stupid. Sorry, another power, Defrag, 3 powers. Ball Lightning falls off a bit at this stage in the game, but it's still acceptable. Auto Shields and Force Field are here to make up for my lack of Defend cards, and they are better than Defends. Force Field has some interesting synergies at being 4 cost, but I have a lot of powers now, not to mention Echo Form is very good. That multicast I probably get rid of. We'll see, might end up with Plasma. Then this becomes a crude double energy card. Alright, well, certainly taking that. Shouldn't be too unhappy to get rid of those accursed defect strikes. I'm also filthy rich. The sooner we get to a shop, the happier I will be. And if that shop has a membership card, I'll be even happier. We can easily path into 2 shops. The elite is not forced, but it is if I take a shop. I do not feel like spicy elite town here. I think I'll be going this way. Get our rest or upgrade, fight the elite. However, if I want to go to the other shop, I must double elite. That's a tall order. However, if I take this shop, I'll also have to double elite, so... Risky biscuits. So this is the danger zone, and this is the I would rather live, thanks zone. Gotta get through 3 encounters to spend our sickeningly large amount of money. It's weighing me down. Hysterical Guardian is here. Electrodynamics gets the damage going, but who turns down turn 1 Echo Form? Really need some energy in this deck, though. Holy moly, turbos, aggregates, double energies, anything, please. Spare me. Can this be spared? Interestingly, I can double Creative AI and then play Force Field once for a full block. Thank you, Force Field. But this fight starts getting out of hand on this turn. Making me suddenly grateful that I have double Glacier. I've got double Leap, but double Glacier evokes rather nicely. Get that damage flowing, so we've got 15, 19... Yeah, we've got full block right there. The only question is, what do we do from here? Defrag so that the fight doesn't get out of hand here. He might frail me, but now I've got pretty good block on my side. Oh, hello, I got double Sunder for 64 damage. Sadly, that's just a little bit shy of caning you. I've actually got full block without even doing anything. That's nice. It's certainly nice. Double buffer. Sure, but double Sunder almost guarantees the end of the fight. No, he's about to shield up, isn't he? Sure. Evoke that Corb 0 times. I wonder if it goes away if you do that 0 times. Probably not a good time to test. But yeah, that's a lot of nice passive blocking. Hey, how about we have even more buffers? That'd be great if I had any reason to stall out my fights, but as it stands, I really don't. Currently, my best thing is probably just to... What about getting huge amounts of draw every turn? Draw is nice. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... Well, what do we have here? We've got 4 times 8, 12, 12 and 4. Let's just have an inordinate amount of block right here. Get our extra draw. Feels good. Yeah, it's funny. I got 5, but this will take me all the way up. Have a bit more while we're at it. This might look thrilling, but it took way too long to get set up, which is why I'm a little less than thrilled about it. We still full block easily, right? And even if we don't, there's some force field. Predictably useless. Hologram is nice. Hologram needs an upgrade. Is this really a deck that wants hologramming, though? Ugh, every deck wants hologramming. It's too good to pass up. Ooh, wow. This is the second mystery place that gives me a treasure chest. The odds are low, very low. Treasure chest is, generally speaking, the lowest chance of anything you find in a question mark, but I'm taking it. Where have I seen this before? Do I even want the smiling mask? I'm rich. What would I remove, anyway? Probably remove multicast quite happily, but I don't have to. Get out of here, smiling mask. I'll be the one to smile around here. Double thieves are here to lighten my load. And I might do a good job of it. Dupe pot immediately saves me big time in this fight. Keep the multicast to give away to the spirits now. There's some good thinking, right? Yeah, probably just eradicate the back mugger and then full block the first one. Dupe pot is a strong potion, right? Especially with echo form. But what's my alternative here? Leap Equilibrium does full block. I will give you that. But I don't really have options that suddenly make this fight go tremendously well. I can't dish out 50 damage in 3 energy. All I'm doing is delaying the inevitable. Yeah. Fairly well. Nice to get the rebate as well. Just defrag and probably Equilibrium. Although I can dual cast Leap. Yeah, get the damage going. And now the fight is much more under control. It's funny because All for One gets me Zap, but it sure doesn't get anything else. Just continue taking not a single point of damage if you don't mind. Oh wow, he's getting serious. Who is this freaking guy? What do I have? 4, 4, and 4? That's not blocky enough. Couldn't I just kill you? I rather think I can. Splendid. Get our money back, get a replacement potion, which is extremely welcome, and get some options, including a chaos. I like orbs. Needs an upgrade to be a bit more competitive. The random nature turns me off, and I don't have a lot of energy to spare on anything. I think that's a regrettable skip. But this isn't regrettable. Come to me shop. No membership card. Matryoshka. I would never pay for Matryoshka. Although you are essentially buying 2 relics. They are 2, generally speaking, lower rarity relics. The potion belt is nice. Turbo. I was screaming for energy, and there it is. Claw sighted. Yeah, claw ignored. 100 of the cards remove. But do I want to remove anything here? Really? It's certainly a mixed bag, but I don't think I want to get rid of any of this currently. Good defensive deck so far. But yeah, it needs turbo. I could actually be convinced to get Steam Barrier, if only because it returns to my hand with All for One. That's not a very good reason to get it. We don't need yet more block here. Yeah, Artifact. I'm probably going to buy this Clockwork Souvenir because it makes Biased Cognition an easy go-to. I'm a little saddened that Biased Cognition is not here in the shop because it'd be pre-upgraded courtesy of the Frozen Egg. But yes, we're buying a Clockwork Souvenir. I'm almost certainly buying the Potion Belt. Will I take a potion to go with the belt? I don't know. I'm not buying Matryoshka, not at that cost. Certainly buying Turbo. We need energy yesterday. Would I buy a potion on 40% potion chance going into an elite? Probably. Focus, Blessing, or Regen. I could definitely be happy buying that Focus potion. How do I even handle the elites? By getting a lot of Frost up quickly is probably the answer. That's where Focus Potion could really come in and save my bacon. Pixel Penguin GG comes in. It's the first time they've ever spoken in chat and they say, hello. Well, welcome. I'd love to spend more money here, pal, but I don't think I can justify any more expenses. Save up my money for the suicide shop here, sandwiched by elites. I might not take that shop. I am still terrified of Act 2 elites. They're so scary. We'll see how we handle one of them currently. Static Discharge is fantastic. Upgraded, you do have a point. Unblocked attack damage, channel 2 lightning. Can be pretty cool with the Tory. Remove a card. There's not really a card I want to remove, though. There's all pretty good stuff, except the multicast, but we just saw it kill a thief, so gotta give it some credit. Vulnerability could be nice, and Trip is free. It is, and it certainly makes that Sunder a lot nicer. Who are we fighting? The Automaton of Fun. Automaton has 3 layers of Artifact, and I don't have any Artifact stripping. So that vulnerability is just dead on him. Not dead on other encounters, of course. Streamline seems too expensive in this deck. Ah, you mean Streamline as a target for removal? Yeah. Yeah, I could get behind removing Streamline. Currently our damage is, oddly enough, Lightning Orbs, which would make that Thunderstrike that turned down earlier suddenly come back to be amazing. 100 simoleons to get rid of Streamline feels bad, though. But yeah, it's not really a card that does anything for us. Alright, don't make me regret this. But a tight deck is a good deck. Ah, of course, my favorite event. A fight. Sunder sadly will not deal with a bird. Certainly deal some damage to the bird, but it won't kill it. Defrag, Cold Snap, Hope for Better. It's going to be an unpleasant fight. I can already tell that much. So I need to get my block game. Ah! Very nice. Thank you so much, Clockwork Souvenir. You blocked the Hex, meaning I'm not going to get drowned in dazes in this fight, and I don't think the Chosen ever reapplies Hex. Always starts with Hex, da-da-da-da-da, never does it again. Fan-bloody-tastic. Hello, Turbo. Coming in at an opportune time to allow me to play things, including all for wanting the Turbo. Of course, I don't think that'll help. Actually, it will. It'll allow me to play all this. Cool. Very, very cool. Wait, no, I miscalculated. But it's still pretty cool. Do I want all for one down, though? It is damage. I don't think it's worth the void, though. Currently I'm blocking plenty. But next turn, that probably won't be the case. Ah, I said block plenty, but no! Static Discharge, come back! Well, here's Echo Form. Not coming at the right moment, sadly. Electrodynamics is a much more palatable option. The Echo Form is pre-upgraded, it won't fizzle away, but sometimes you want it to fizzle away. Well, the bird is dead to electrodynamics. That just leaves us 9 by 2, which is 18, which is mostly blocked. So you are very dead. 7 and 4 and 4, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect block. Meaning I could... if only that turbo were upgraded, I could hologram turbo, and play echo form. As it stands, I cannot. Could hologram back the zappening, though, and that might not be the worst idea. What's our draw next turn? Our draw next turn is fine. Alright, sure. Bring me back. The zip when we should zap. I don't usually play with electric orbs. I'm not their biggest fan, but here I am becoming a new fan. Force field is strictly more blocked than auto shields. That's quite funny. 12 and 7 here, but 11 and 7 is also fine. But if force field is free, then why not just play creative AI? Have this to play whenever I want, which could be any point. Could even be right now. This sucker is so dead. In fact, he's already dead. This is 30 right here. I got nothing else to bother with, so just blip. Alright, good fight, good night to you. Hey, Streamline. Our deck could really use a Streamline. I know we just got rid of it, but I already miss it. Sweeping Beam, damage and draw, but I think we've ascertained this is not a deck that does damage through attacks, making the Ornamental Fan feel even more foolish. But I took that in a treasure chest. If I'd gotten rid of it, we would have had Smiling Mask. Strictly speaking, that would have been 50 extra gold. Anyway, the point is that's a skip. I want an upgrade. What do I want to upgrade? There's Glacier, there's Turbo, there's Hologram. A lot of good options here, actually. I'm very, very energy hungry, which does speak to upgrading Turbo, which I'm usually quite loath to do, but the needs of the many. Streamline seems so good in this deck. IMO. What? Really? In this deck that really doesn't do a lot of attack damage? I suppose All for One would fetch it after a while, but my hope is that the fight would be over after a while. I've got Electrodynamics and Focus Gain for dealing damage. Far more reliable, and I can mix it with Block too. Ah, well, where's that Electrodynamics when I need it? Holy hell, it's not here. What is this? They appear to be very angry. Well, I'm sure I have options, I just don't know what they are. It takes all of 4 minutes to change your mind, yeah. Streamline would kill the Sneaky Gremlin, for starters. Do I just bin this whole hand, even the zap, in the hope that I draw, well, Sunder for starters. Sunder, Turbo, Leap, Auto Shields, Electrodynamics. We've got a lot of better ways of dealing with this. I might keep the zap, though. Help me out, Gamble Brew. Give me 4 considerably better options, please. Should have made it 5, huh? Welcome, sir. Here's half your life damage. Turn 1. I can see that. Eight and 7 is 15. So if I ball lightning onto the Sneaky Gremlin and dual cast, there's a good chance we just kill him outright. I'm not happy about not being able to play Echo Form, but I'm going to have to live with not being happy right now. There is an idea that says use your Focus Potion immediately. Resting is not an option until the boss. Time for a self-repair Gambit. We don't have self-repair. And you cannot make self-repair with creative AI. Boy, I am not happy about this. Okay, well, that's me slightly happier. Slightly. Still hurts, though. Thank you, Tori. Ah, goodbye, thread and needle. Gone in one quick shot. Here was all of my block. when they're not really attacking, huh? Bummer. That does speak to using Equilibrium, so I have this when they are attacking, especially with Turbo All for One incoming. Yes, absolutely yes. Let's set ourselves up for a better tomorrow. He's going to summon with his gremlins like this. Okay. I need that electrodynamics down as well. Good, good. Focus the mad gremlin. Okay, so this fight clearly getting out of hand, and we didn't get Electro Die, and I have no draw. Whoa. Life gets worse before it gets better. Let's start with a cheeky little Sunder. These things have to die. They hit you with nasty, nasty things. Nasty, nasty. Can I even kill more than that? No, we have no damage, do we? All for One only does 10. Huh. Well, ain't that a kick in the face? I might not even need the turbo. Let's play this out, shall we? Fat Gremlin dies, for sure. I get my rebate. Certainly want my defrag down. Get that extra focus going. Wouldn't mind the Glacier start building up my Frost rather handily. And then the question is, do I turbo All for One to bring back Zap and nothing else? Probably, because it's a reasonable chance I kill Fat Gremlin before he starts hitting me with debuffs. And we don't like debuffs, last time I checked. That's such a sad use of this. Oh well. Please do me the solid of dying. I could do that again, but let's not. No more equilibriuming, so just... Nope, didn't hit Fat Gremlin. Fat Gremlin eats up my artifact. There's Electro Die, and it is time for these fools to electronically die. However, I also need to block this, and that looks... not good. A nice reminder that 3 energy is insufficient for this deck. Holy hell. Electro Die pushes out enough damage to kill these things, so I'm still looking at this 33 with no block option, really. Yeah, without Electro Die, this fight doesn't go anywhere. Nowhere good, at least. So much to my regret, I gotta push that thing out. And bring out as much of the block as possible. No amount of Tori will save me here. I still took 12. There's the Void preventing the Echo form. Okay, well, at least this is going somewhere. I don't mind his resummon now. And good, he's not attacking me, so we have 25 coming out to instantly kill these. This is a free turn for me. That's my favorite kind of turn. How did you know? Let's have even more, please. Yeah, the fight is won. At great cost, though. And no kidding, he's not done yet. Fortunately, I am. Goodbye. Alright, thankfully, if I lose hit points during the previous turn, trigger the passive ability of all orbs. That means the orbs will strike for their regular damage, 3 normally. Get a tiny shred of block out of my frost orbs. I'd even charge if I had plasma, and the dark orbs would become stronger if I had any, which I don't. Could we change that, though? Meteor Strike. Extremely difficult card to play. But once you play it once, you can play it a bunch of times. It does require... It requires it lining up with Turbo, which gets easier with Equilibrium and Hologram, but only a little. That Plasma could go a long way. I am desperate for energy. And with a Recycle, it becomes energy in a different way. I need that healing, but I could really do with some cards. This shop is just outside of the realms of possibility right now, isn't it? Comfy chair or one of 20 cards. I never find rares here, but I know it can spawn rares. I saw someone else get a rare card here. I need that healing. Sorry to say. How about a medium-sized chest that we can guaranteed take the relic in because we already have the blue key? As long as it's not Darkstone Piriat, I should be happy. Strike Dummy as well is a piece of garbage. Ooh, meal ticket. Suddenly, this became feasible. We got healing right here now. Okay. Okay, let's see how this fight goes first. 1/3 of an Act 1 Elite and the intro friend for Act 2. Capacitors here immediately. Keep it simple. Capacitor ball lightning. Sure. 3 energy is so sad. So very sad. Well, there's Turbo for Meteor Strike, but Meteor Strike won't kill on its own. Sunder won't kill on its own. That's naff. With the Strength Potion, Sunder will kill the Sentry. Allowing me to do what exactly? I'm still eating that 11, aren't I? Unless I have Force Field, might be the right idea. Any better options here? Can't do anything fancy with turboing the Meteor Strike. Funnily enough, if I hadn't played Capacitor, might actually look better here, right? Because then I could multicast the energy, get more energy. Yeah, I think I mucked that up. Might be a Strength Potion just to save me taking redonkulous damage here. That said, Turbo Sunder Force Field has a 75% chance of killing the Sentry. And assuming that goes through, we're fine without needing the Meteor Strike. Saves me the potion. Potion could be worth saving. So, blocking the 12 Turbo, yeah, just the small chance of that failing suddenly looks very bad. But how much is this potion worth to me? It's strength. Strength is not really how we play things around here. Yeah, exactly. 22% chance of yikes is too much yikes for me. Let's just end this sentry's miserable existence. Get turbo. Wait, do I want a turbo? I should think about this, right? The Meteor Strike's all well and good, but then I don't block at all. 1 energy is not enough for a Force Field. I should probably just Force Field right now. Yeah, not up for playing that game. Not right now. No frailty for me, at least. Glacier Cold Snap is perfectly acceptable here, but what about 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17? 5? I only take 1 if I do that, but I take none if I leap. Also, my plated armor takes a little bit of a knocking. Surely that's unacceptable. Why take damage when you can take no damage? Why do anything when you can defrag? 4, 4, and 4 is a full block right there. So let's get zipping where we should be zapping. Don't think there's anything I want to bring back, so let's get creative while we're at it. This deck takes too long to set up. Unforgivable. And it's all because of my low energy. At least that's what I'm willing to blame here. This is less fun. No blocking my way out of this, huh? Actually, electrodynamics would... 1, 2, 3. No, I thought it might evoke one of these, but that wouldn't be enough. Harumph. Oh well. Sometimes you just gotta eat it. Look at that Meteor Strike that I can double play. It's certainly coming to hurt me these days. Whenever you play a power, channel a lightning. How much of that am I going to be doing? Well, 1 already. 4, 4, already 8, 3. Taking damage evoked the orb a little bit, so that's not too bad. Could actually hologram the turbo, but that still won't be enough to get Meteor Strike operational, so too bad for me. Doesn't matter, he's dead anyway. Hurt a little though, had to use a potion and I still took damage. What about these options? Channel X Lightning, not so good with my paltry amount of energy. Another leap? I don't think so. Blocking isn't too hard. Or is it? Well, it's not upgraded, so skip. I don't think we live going through this way. The shop with this kind of money looks great, but no fairy, no healing, no lizard tail. This is either the Slavers, which will punish us greatly for our slow setup, or the Book of Stabbing, which will probably outscale us. Sucks to avoid that shop. I really want to go to that shop. Especially since we're forced to take the Spicy Elite in Act 3, which might mean we have a route with no shop, meaning all this money just burns a hole in our wallet, but I would die taking this route. I'm fairly confident about that. Our one potion won't get us out of a bad situation there. Regen potion from the previous shop looking really good now. Yes, yes it is. We ignored the Snecko effect, but that's a shame because I probably want the Snecko effect. I don't get the extra draw, but I got some heavy cards that I would much rather were significantly less heavy. Just get the upfront damage going, I suppose. Damn you, Clockwork Souvenir, I needed that. Oh god, I needed that. Well now, this is very, very, very bad. See what you do. Okay, you don't evoke it at all. Should have taken the elites, huh? We don't have problems blocking, he says. Proceeds to have every problem blocking. This all for one was such a dead draw. Really thought I'd get some zero-cost cards going. As it stands, I don't. Tory value go. At least taking damage means we get extra bonking on you. Do I just kill you with the double cold snap here? 6 and 6 with 12, 12, 12, 24. With a zap and a glacier. I think we make it happen. There we go. Ah, lots of focus. And options I don't like. Although that Steam Barrier is starting to look quite nice. A zero-cost block card. Still give it a skip. Oh dear. A reasonable fee of all of my gold to the Red Mask gang. Well, certainly not. But... Alright, I gotta say Turbo Echo Form, Equilibrium Cold Snap looking delightful. Delightful. And not getting the massive debuff on Dexterity also looking great. There's Electro Die, if I think I can block well enough. Don't double play auto shields. You get 11 block and then nothing. Getting 24 block seems very good. I think I just leap Electro Die here. With the zap, of course, as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Take all of 1 damage, and that's funny because... Bang, bang, bang. Life is, as you might say, good. Now, because the second Sunder didn't actually play, my next card is doubled, which is quite cute. Alright, worth it. Get the mask, get a dupe pot, get some options. Do I like these options? Not really. No, not really. I need this rest, and I really can't afford another elite. Didn't we just fight you? Okay. Well, at least I can zap all for one the zap, but it might be better to glacier. Get some passive block going. Fission is energy and draw, no? Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I always look down on Fission when it's not upgraded because it feels bad to play, but it's probably the very correct option. Electro Die dual cast, much as I love that Sunder, is probably the right option here. It's going to evoke 2 of these to give me 5, 10, 14 block. Tori will do the rest. We'll do the rest. Thank you, Tori. Thank you, extra damage as well as Echo Form and Meteor Strike. Funnily enough, though, I can turbo, meteor strike, cold snap to evoke one of the meteor strike things and then keep on moving. Which is an idea. Maybe not a great one, but it's the one I have right now. Killing the Chosen is not plausible here, but let's just chunk the damage on you. Hang on, can this work? Well, thanks for the extra block, but it ain't dying. Wait, am I dying? I'm certainly getting there. It's not looking good for us. It's looking quite the opposite of good for us. Glacier with a plus? Get in here. I'm desperate. I'm desperate, man. You again? What's with all the refights? I didn't sign up for Refight City. Could once again dupe pot the Sunder on the Sentry. Get this fight going a little bit more splendidly from the get-go, but of course, Glacier into Ball Lightning's an option. Yeah, slightly regretting not taking that Fission now. Would you prefer the Avocado Rat? Yeah, Avocado would just kill me outright. Yeah, this deck is way behind the curve, has been pretty much all of Act 2. Yeah, Sunder would kill Sentry, but is that good enough use of my precious dupe pot? Times are a little too desperate to risk. Can I kill you with that, actually? Just straight up does 64 damage. That kills the Spheric Guardian. Probably much better than wasting it on the guy that barely does any damage. And then in comes the 10, which we more or less block anyway. More or less. How about more than less? How about you just die, man? Get out of my face. Boy, I could certainly do with an energy relic. Happy Flower, Lantern, Nunchaku even. Not taking another Sunder. I've fallen for that trap before. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, Automaton rips me to pieces here. I cannot see a way out. Even the regen potion would only be... How much? 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, right? 15? Yeah, I have double focus. That double focus is certainly going down, but it doesn't save me unless we start getting some real options here. These are real options, funnily enough. Electro die with defrag. I should have defragged first. My mistake. For some reason, I didn't think the Electro die was upgraded, despite it having been upgraded for a long time. Let's start with one of these. Probably gonna want the other one very soon. No point playing Turbo for nothing. Hello 24 incoming, but hello Glacier. Yeah, I see very little reason not to go all in on this. Trouble here is I would really like to play Equilibrium, but I'd also like to play Glacier. And this is why 3 energy is just insufficient here. Then again, we didn't get energy options, so I don't feel too bad about my situation. Equilibrium is better. Well, Glacier is actually more block. 13 block versus 7 plus 8 plus 8. Glacier is much better. I think I just ball Glacier, much as I love the Equilibrium. You're going to steal my rarest card. You're going to steal All for One, Echo Form, Meteor Strike, or Multicast. But you're the one that's just hitting me, so don't do that. There we go. Less hitting is better hitting. Also, no stealing of my cards. Puts me in a better situation, but not a brilliant one. The heck are my capacitors? Well, that's something. I forget, does he resummon? No, he does not. Well, this is sadder than sad, man. A strong deck. We must be looking at different decks. Fortunately, I blocked this one. Give me a free cry for Echo Form. Would really love that capacitor down, though. Might have played the wrong card there. Depends what draws next. He's going to buff up one more time, and then he's going to hit me with Hyper Beam, and I need to block 50-something. Am I going to be doing that? That's anyone's guess. Double Equilibrium is actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, I mean, damage is one thing, but damage doesn't win this fight, right? Although that is some good damage. I just want to hold my deck, I think. Although, what does this actually do for me? That's a tough question that I don't want to answer. I'm doing it anyway, though. Doing it anyway. Alright, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Double Turbo. Double Turbo opens up a lot of options here, and I'm going to have to use them all. Voids are a problem for future me. What's the problem for current me? I want to evoke these, and I want to evoke the Meteor Strike Plasma that comes out as well. So, start with the Meteor Striking. Bonk. Get ourselves the Purazuma. I need to evoke this Plasma if I want to keep the turn going. Capacitor, Glacier, Ball Lightning. Actually, I can still make that happen, can't I? Because we have dual cast for Mondo Energy. Yeah, there we go. Now we get the Capacitor down, Glacier down. Oh my. We should have the hologram option, don't we? I should have hologrammed the Meteor Strike when the going was good. Think of the energy. Well, I didn't think about it then, so... Get down the Glacier. That's already full blocking. Yes, I blocked 60 of 58, so now we focus a bit more in the way of damage. Do I want to bring back anything? I might really want that Glacier down the line. Nah, we got another Glacier. If that's the case, just do some raw damage. We still retain these anyway, thanks to having played the previous card twice. He does not get dizzy. That's an Ascension 19 change. Normally he has to cool down after using Hyper Beam, but this guy, he doesn't give a damn. I could have unlimited energy if only I had any kind of draw. Have I had any draw options? Was I offered Overclock? I think I was. Not a very good draw card in my opinion. Anyway, this isn't really damage, but we do have Hologram. Just wish I had draw of any shape or form. Come back, Meteor Strike. Come back. Multicast is going to double my energy anyway. From 4 to 8. That makes Meteor Strike playable. And a bunch of other things. You had Cool-Headed 3 times. I think I had it twice, and yeah, I should have grabbed one of them, shouldn't I? It's a good draw 2 card. Choices. Two, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Our good friend, the Defect. I am going to regret not having these Frost Orbs at the ready, aren't I? Hello, Turbo. Goodbye, Turbo. Alright, he ain't playing around, so we have to not play around either. This looks a lot like playing around. Double down the Equilibrium. 26 and 16. That's enough for full-on blocking. There's that down, get creative, bring it all back, but I might rather have the energy. No, kill the fool. Energy comes and energy goes, but the Bronze Automaton's the one that just has to get out of my face. Don't give me creative AI with creative AI. It was not the deal I made. What if I just play it and get even more powers? He's practically dead, but I still need to love tap him a little bit. Uh-oh. Is it possible I've made a mistake here? I'm not willing to believe so. Thank you, Meteor Strike. Give me the gold and give me the option. Wait, we've seen all these before. I have all these. A second all for one and pray for Snecko? That's a high roll that could save this run. Oh, I'm balls deep. Snecko, my beloved! You just gotta believe. Alright, we're turning this whole run on its head. Okay. My win rate with Snecko is pretty good, but I don't usually have him rescuing garbage like this. Right, so one thing we know, we are forced into that spicy elite, and that does not prevent us going shopping. We go to this shop, color it in gold because it's a shop, color the spicy elite in red. These are musts for our run. We cannot hit this unless we miraculously get our hands on the winged boots. I like some events though. Never got the spirit things to sacrifice our multicast with, but multicast did help us out a bit there. If we feel a bit spicy, we can take you. Feels a shame to lose out on this, but whatever. Okay, let's see if we can make our way towards, oh boy, the immediate counter for Defect and his power spamming, the Awakened one. How fitting. Well, look at that. 0 cost defrag, 1 cost meteor strike. Multicast is still going to double my energy. Ah, God, what do I even do without my beloved Snecko? I guess I just freaking die, right? Just like you. Multicast, give me all of the energy, please. Well, it's not a lot, but it's something. Electro Die will give me all of the energy. And also be lovely passive destruction of my foes. Hello, Sunder. Thank you for your service, Sunder. This fight is mine. Yuan Shao, this fight is mine. I could really do with some meta-scaling. Please. It's a little late for genetic algorithm, but some self-repair would go a long way. Or am I getting greedy? Yeah, can't help but feel I'm getting really rather greedy. What do these evoke for? 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, goodbye. Self-repair? No, but draw. Draw is here. At long last. Cool-headed overclock stack. It's probably cool-headed. Overclock does do 1 additional draw, but the burn is unpleasant. Give me cool-headed. For sure. Enter a portal, immediately fight the boss. Well, that's an instant lose for me because I don't have the keys, so no. Hate that event. I wish it wasn't there on High Ascension. Alright, turn 1 Echo Form at 1 cost with Electro Die, bringing up the rear. Why don't we play the turbo and get nothing out of it? That hollow blocks for a lot more than it looks like. Wait, is that even true? No, it blocks for literally nothing. I should have played defrag first. And it returns nothing either. Okay. Fine, take my 1 damage. Torii value! Saved me 18 damage already. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know what I did to cause this happy, happy day, but here we are. But where does one start with all of this? Start with some draw, please. Oh, God, man. Some games, they just want you to win. Alright, thank you, Snecko. Your services have been rendered in full. Could we render some more services? Claw with a plus on it. Deal 5 damage. You know, it kind of works with, skip. I gotta say, these costs are being very, very kind to me. Creative AI. Sunder just can't kill you because I don't have the strength for it. Just. But if I equilibrium and the lightning hits one of you, then it will. Also, the Snecko draw is so good. Oh man. Oh man, that Snecko draw. What did I do to deserve this wonderful life? I need to pay some respect to that incoming 11. And you're probably not the one I respect. I'd love that double defrag, but I don't have any block options that go with it, sadly. Fare thee well. Whenever you play a power draw, well, that's an option. But I have other options. Blonk. Alright, keep them coming. Keep the capacitors coming. Yeah, orbs are about the only way I can scale to victory here. Creative AI will give me plenty of these, but I'd rather have them up front, please. Oh, the temptation, but we must not. We must take on the Spicy Elite. Right, time to punch this guy in the face and take 300 gold off of him. You get triple the gold in this act. Card remove is perfectly acceptable while we're at it, as long as it's not curse. Now, this is no option. I must remove something. You know, it could be Zap. Could very easily be Zap. So the thing about my multicast that I wanted to remove before, well, now it's an X-Cost card, and that is stability in these trying Snecko times. Hologram is a dead card. No. No, it is not. Holo can fetch back that zero-cost Sunder and end a fight. Zap cannot do that. Auto Shield. It's an 11 block card. It's only one less good than the Force Field. I'm not buying that Auto Shield should be removed. I'm buying that Hologram should be upgraded and Zap should go. Ball Lightning is strictly better than Zap because it brings out the orb and it does damage. The only way that doesn't work out is if the enemy counterattacks in some way, like with thorns or sharp hide, and we've already seen the shapes. Anyway, that upgrade I was talking about, it is Hologram. Such a good card. And now it's you. Reptomancer. Regenerating Reptomancer. Unfortunately, All for One comes when I have no zero-cost cards to make good use of. So I think I should cool-headed with a hope that I get such a thing. Next turn is going to be sore. Extremely sore. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Is it Defrag Glacier right now? Next turn is very, very sad. Very, very sad. He doesn't like it. I think he'd rather Cold Snap than Glacier. Yeah, second zero cast All for One would end this fight, and I do have another All for One. That's a 1 in 4 chance that comes and saves my bacon. Make that more like 1 in 8, considering I'm drawing about half of my remaining cards. Cold Snap and Glacier both full block. Cold Snap will do 1 more damage and preserve my Lightning Orb. That's pretty good. That's good enough. Oh, well, actually, they regenerate. Let's do our best to stay alive, then. Do our best. And I should also put that to use. All for One, save me! All for One isn't here yet. Hologram is. Hologramming All for One does not save my bacon, and my bacon is in dire need of saving right now. Okay. Okay. Now, the Electro will certainly deal with a lot of these things, for sure. Channel 3, Lightning. The Lightning has 2 extra, so it'll deal 5. I can evoke 2. Yeah, we can have this done with Electro Glacier. Can we do anything better than that? Almost certainly not. Yeah, go for it. Save me! Alright, there we go. That's some damn good block, and these are all dead because they'll be zapped before they get any of their regenerative nonsense. Wow. Sustaining Repto's second turn is the hardest freaking thing, and we've just won, by the way. All for one wins the fight, because we drew the 2 all for ones. Excellent. Do I have space in my hand? That's the only important question. I need 4... 1, 2... Yeah, we got this. All for one gets me all for one. Gets me all for one. Yeah. If you've ever had problems with Repto, I'm going to bully her just for you. Meteor Strike, go! Ooh, careful now. I'd be one short. Okay, we get an amazing prize. The Bag of Preparation. Turn 1, draw 9 of our 24 cards. Beautiful. Should not ever be stuck on turn 1. I mean, we only have 3 energy, but they can't all be 3 costs and 2 costs for that, right? Stack, Reboot, Melter. Not a fan of any of these where we are right now. It's not draw, and it's not energy, and those are the 2 things we need right now, so skip. I mean, deck manipulation in general would be important for a deck like this. It's very much roll the dice and pray, though. This deck doesn't focus on anything apart from maybe orb slots. But then that's a slow build-up. Ah, the shapes are back. I was just saying this wouldn't happen, and it happens. Well, this is pretty trivial to block straight away. I think it's Echo Form, Defrag, Glacier. But Sunder is here to actually generate energy, so never turn that down. Thonk. That makes decisions like this a lot easier. Get the Defrag down, get the Glacier down, and then I can all for one back whatever I want. I will miss that capacitor, but we've got a good block game going here. That's funny. Is it funny enough to do? Maybe. Struggling to think of a good reason not to. Second one fizzles out and does nothing. That means I can multicast twice. Double my energy up to loads. I don't even think I can use that energy, but let's see what Cool-Headed has. It's got stuff. Ooh, including hologram. Including hologram, you say? You don't say. Let's just have fewer problems rather than more problems to deal with. Now, even if they attack me, the most they could do is 1 damage, and the odds of them even getting that off are pretty freaking low, because you are pretty freaking dead. Gosh, what's a man to even do here? Just laugh? Laugh every step of the way to the bank? Good job. Good potion. Good options. Another Cool-Headed, but this one is not pre-upgraded. It competes with Equilibrium Plus. I don't need Equilibrium so bad anymore. It kind of hurts my super draw that I now have with Snecko Bag of Prep. Cool-Headed is generally welcome, though. Beam Cell less so. We don't deal physical damage. Get in here, Cool-Head. Get in here. 1 more relic for the road. The Centennial Puzzle, even more draw. Extremely welcome. I must recall at a fire. That makes it all the more painful to go to the shops, but with 500, I've got to take the shops over the alternatives here. The question is, do I take this Elite for another Relic. Do we feel powerful enough? I suppose if I can't take the relic, I can't really win, but my concern is more taking avoidable damage. Well, it won't be Reptomancer, we got that going for us. Giant Head would be a problem, though. You don't scale orb damage when you use it slow. The alternative is Nemesis, which should be relatively deal-withable. Let's take on the elite. Hello, Nemesis. I just described you as take-onable, or words to those effect. Are you about to prove me wrong? My 3 energy at my 2-cost glaciers? Well, the glacier plus immediately blocks. That's a good sign. I just wish I could get my defrag down. Well, you know it's free. Come and have a go. And his intangible doing his 7x3, but we have options, right? Don't we just? Do I, though? Do I really? The equilibrium is free, but we got a lot of nonsense here that I'd rather not equilibrium. Of course, I need the block, so kind of damned if I do, damned if I don't. Equilibrium auto shields. Yeah, it doesn't fill me with joy. I think I need that Meteor Strike out of my hand right now. And that actually gives me an opportunity to play more of this, so I actually think it's Electrodynamics Meteor Strike. Then I'll have the extra energy to play the garbage before I equilibrium, including getting auto shields out of my face. Yeah. Wait a second, that was the wrong way around to do it. I should have Meteor Struck, then done the other thing so I'd have the energy. Huh, well... mistakes get made. I got the energy this time at least, provided I can evoke it in some way. Whoa, I'm very glad I have the energy this turn now. 45 incoming. All for One is here, and it's 0 cost. Unfortunately, the other one is not 0 cost. Yeah, I might just have a bajillion energy right now, if you don't mind. This will bring me up to 12 energy, making Cool-Headed an easier pick. Cool-Headed will bring my capacitors, hopefully, at agreeable costs, hopefully. That's a very agreeable cost. Definitely want Echo Form down. But now... now what? All for One brings back Equilibrium Ball Lightning. It's not great. Nothing else to really bring back with it. I might need to play this Turbo to have a bit more energy to play with. Force Field All for One. No, what I'm considering is Auto Shields before doing that. Because I've got 45 to block here. That's quite a lot. I think it's Auto Shields. Then Force Field. And get the All for One. There's nothing else worth really caring about here. My hand is not full. And if it's free, play it, right? Still keeping around some garbage for an uncomfortably long amount of time here. 35, 39, 40, 41. Ugh, do I have to equilibrium again? Not if I cold snap. I'm still taking damage. Just don't want to keep a lot of this garbage. Oh, whatever. I can play this. I can get you down. Do I want those powers? I probably do want those powers. Could be really good. Oh, crap. I forgot turbo costs. Oh, well. Turbo's still an option here if need be. I might be regretting this right now. All for One is 0 cost again. Starting to make me wish that I had played the other All for One so I could have potentially drawn it. Or re-randomized its cost, rather. Well, I need to clear my deck, that's for sure, but what are we even playing here? I don't need to double play that capacitor. I could super ultra multicast for lots of energy, but I don't have... I couldn't spend it if I tried, right? What if I really, really tried, though? Yeah, give it your all. And now I can just play my entire deck. I don't think I want to play Hello World. But you know what? I will. because that's how we roll. Nothing here is really worth doing, though, and there's nothing worth bringing back. But is there stuff worth keeping? That's perhaps another question. We have Cool-Headed coming in with 7 draw, 8, 9, 10, 11... There's a small chance that I could get this all-for-one infinite going. Small, but perhaps worth doing. So what we do is we get rid of all this absolute trash. Maybe hold on to the turbo. It is still net gain of energy. Sure, I'll even get rid of dual cast. I'm going to retain all for one with turbo. We're still going to draw 7, and we should be able to make some interesting things happen next turn. Depends on draw, of course, but let's see what we get. Oh, right, yeah, Crumb's creative AI and my other thing getting in the way here. But we don't have a lot to block. The cards that we do have here are kind of awful, though. Right, before anything else, I need to consider how I advance on. Might actually double the turbo here just to get some extra energy to play this garbage. Although I really want to double the Cool-Headed to draw through it. That's clearly not an option here. Am I going to bring back anything that saves my bacon here? The only all for one and 0 at this hand is starting to be a theme here. Yeah. Well, the other all for one has not been re-randomized yet. I was really hoping to randomize my hand with all for one in my deck. I could actually hologram back the equilibrium, but it's 3 cost. That's not cheap. And also I have garbage here that I don't want to hold on to. So, not great. Let's see what Cool-Headed has for us. Glacier is block, and that's very welcome right now. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Perfect. Then I don't feel so bad about Meteor striking for stuff down the line. Definitely get defrag down. It's been waiting far too long. Should have heat sank first, right? Let's just get this out of the way. No point holding on to this. We're not equilibriumed. Look at all the nothing it brings back. But as long as I'm blocking and I have energy going forward. It's not turning out to be an easy fight here. There's the freaking void, so I'm glad I got all this plasma here. Okay, blocking first and foremost and see what we draw into. A burn and some ball lightning. Could help down the line, otherwise I think I'll just hold on to this. Well, get you out of my face, of course. Hey, all for one, what do you bring? Ball lightning and glacier, that's kind of funny. It's just not very funny. I don't want to play either of these, not with all this energy at the ready. This hand is nonsense, but at least we're getting through Nemesis without eating his 45. Well, Bias Cognition will put a swift end to this fight, of that I'm quite certain. Meteor, Meteor, Bias. No, I'd want the Bias down first. Yeah, face of this fight is over. Thank you kindly. Hit the streamline. Just do things, right? The run is practically free now. All for one back my everything. Smack, 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 smack. Goodbye. Sure would love some calipers. Money, pen nib for those occasional sunders. Symmetrical potions. Force field's not bad. Reprogram is. But a random cost 12 block card, which can be made cheaper through playing powers on the turn that we draw it, is worth having, I think. Just really shore up our block game. I'm so rich. Hello world, making the deck worse every turn. Yeah, you're not wrong. We do manage to block this. That's extremely welcome, not getting the Constrict. He'll still try to reapply Constrict, but he'll only do that every other turn. That's going to spare me a lot of damage. Enough to get me set up? Well, maybe. Get the capacitor, probably just start filling it up with orbs, so ball, lightning, cold snap. Of course, deal the damage while the going is good. 6 damage and 1 frost? No, probably better just to get the raw damage going. Despite what I just said. Really would love to get another upgraded hologram. We have one potential infinite with the 2 all-for-ones, but having more infinite possibilities are good. It's bizarre that we've only seen 1 hologram this whole run. It's a very common card to see. Well, of course it is. It's a common card. Meteor Strike into Glacier. Auto Shields is free, so just play it while the going... Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's good here. Good costs as well. Equilibrium might be handy to hold on to, so let's consider that. If I play Electro Die, I get the energy to play Equilibrium, which is actually quite handy for holding onto that leap in case I need it next turn. But come to think of it, I won't, because he's going to try and reapply Constrict on me, which will succeed, so we need to deal with that recht nu. With draws like this. Hey, 2 all-for-ones. I wonder how they'll draw. Let's answer that question. And get extra energy while we're at it. 0 cost for one of them. Okay, okay. Fun and funny. What do we have that's 0 cost coming back? I should have gotten the dual cast. Force Field is here. Glacier is here. And the Cool-Headed comes back, of course. Equilibrium was 2 cost. That's not happening. Let's just get this out of my hand for now. What are we bringing back? Uh-oh. I didn't have enough space for the extra Cool-Headed. Why did I not count that? That would have been a clever thing to do. Clever, huh? Why even concern yourself with these trite things? I ask you that. Oh crap, that's why. No! There were too many 0 cost cards, I couldn't infinite. And if I'd played all of this, I think it still would have worked out to my benefit. I don't want to re-roll my deck, but there's nothing I can do about it. Ho-hum. Oh well, there was an attempt. This guy's super dead anyway, but you know what it's like. You want it to work. You will bend over backwards to make something work. At least we've got all these 0 cost cards being flooded in, so all for one is going to draw glory for us. Which character do you enjoy the most using, Jake? It's Ironclad, then Defect, then Lady Shiv, and then Angry Lass. Just, there's no stopping. There is no stopping Jimmy Hopkins when it comes to this all for one. Blech. Yeah, I had 100 ways of killing him. Don't want these. Do want that shop, though. Oh, but to get to the shop, we have to go through Triple Jawworm. Where's my defragged electrodynamics? Well, there's my equilibrium to handle the block in this situation. Get the capacitor up, it's free after all. Get the defrag up, it's not quite free after all. Hologram can bring something back, but what? At 1 cost, nothing great. Turbo is an idea as well, of course. With 4 on that, defrag, cool-headed, equilibrium takes care of a lot of problems, but what are we drawing into? These poor, sorry fools. Good enough. With options like the... Well, actually, that double Glacier suddenly feeling like a great idea with what's coming my way. I always like to double a card that has cost, though, but I cannot ignore the need. The need for the blocking. 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. That's 20 with 20. We already full block this, so where do we go from here? More. More! Alright, that's enough. Crummy Robot's my personal favorite. Yeah, I do love Crummy Robot. But Ironclad, it just has this lovely simplicity to him. 24 and 24 is 48. That's killing almost any of them. Not you, of course. We're largely blocking this anyway, but who's keeping score? Thunk. thunk. Pen nibbed Sunder. Am I going to want that pen nib for the boss? I probably do, right? We should get through this without playing any attacks then. Not usual for me to consider such things, but I do think it's important. Because a pen nibbed Sunder could really let us take off during the boss. So we're alright blocking this, sure, but are we going to be alright going forward? With 7 drawn, all that block will be fine. Besides, this might help out. Might also hurt me more. Could have done with those. Blizzard might not have been a bad choice. I couldn't have foreseen this outcome, though. Plus, it's an attack card. Well, some problems just get solved. Keep that. Just very importantly, do not play an attack. Bang, 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 bang. And can we keep the flow going? I don't see why we can't. And then there were none. Keep the pen nib, get the gold. Ooh. We're offered 2 options that are interesting in their own way. Aggregate for my energy-starved deck. But aggregate can come in at random cost, and half the time it's going to be unplayably expensive. And my deck isn't that fat, for my decks at least. I'm normally about 40 at this stage, I'm 26 right now. Barrage, however, will deal 60 damage with my full set of orbs. 6-0. Pen nib, that's 120 damage. I cannot pass up that opportunity. Get in here, Barrage Plus. And the shop. Came a long way to spend this money. The free healing is the cherry on top. What do you have for me? Core Surge, yes. Artifact, artifact good. Static Discharge with Tori could kill the heart on its first and second multi-hit. I'd have a hard time doing anything about its third one without a go for the eyes. It's back. Even more claw. Fairy is here. Fairy could be instrumental in surviving. Certainly taking the Core Surge, right? It's on sale. Sundial, not bad. We do shuffle our deck quite a bit. Very expensive, though. Very, very expensive. But with draw like this, that's quite a bit of energy. I'm not taking Prismatic. You'd have to be a fool. Okay, that really did a number on my money. It's Static Discharge or Fairy. I don't think it's both. I want some money for the end game. 60% potion chance. I have some real setup problems. I think I would ditch a fire potion for that Fairy. Which mods do you use? Asks Silixna. Well, here you go. These are all quality of life mods. They don't change anything about how you play the game. With or without these, the game will still go the same way. You can take a screenshot of that, or you could write them down, because I'm going to take a wee water break. I'll be back momentarily. Alright, I'm kind of sold on the idea of removing Cold Snap. But I'm not sold on removing Cold Snap, I'm sold on the argument. Small damage, 1 orb, it is kind of bloat. But surely if that's the case, Ball Lightning is a better remove. Lightning is not so instrumental to survival as Frost is. And we already have Electrodynamics to bring out the electrics. But then again, I don't have any other way of making lightning orbs. And they are kind of useful at times. No long play vote yet. Long play vote will be when we're done with the Spire. We'll be done when I'm said I'm done. It is bloat. It is certainly bloat. Starting to feel like creative AI is bloat. God, I need energy. I need energy. Why didn't I take aggregate? It's a lot of money to spend on a remove, though. Starting to wish I'd taken that smiling mask. I don't think we need to get rid of Equilibrium. It's a nice block. I think I will get rid of Cold Snap then. I shouldn't miss the Frost too badly. I've got Glacier, Glacier, and 2 Cold Snaps. 2 Cool Headeds, right? Bye-bye, Cold Snap. Keeping the Ball Lightning just because I have no other lightning gain. Alright, that was a lot of money to throw away. Do I even want an event or another fight? I'm full on potions. Nah, let's take the... Oh, what? The odds are not high on this, and I think that's our 3rd chest in this run on question marks. Incredible. The Vajra. Well, normally I wouldn't care, but Vajra scales very nicely with Barrage. So, don't mind if I do. Also, we must recall here. Absolutely must, or else there's no heart fight for us. I've never once forgotten to do that, but I always feel a little anxious about it. Okay, we're as prepared can be. Pen Nib is at the ready for a successful sundering of one of the cultists, or so we hope. Otherwise, we've got 22 or so incoming damage to care about. Let's begin. The gauntlet starts now. Hey, that's just as good. Pen Nibbed Meteor Strike on the cultist, immediately killing them. Evokes my lightning, but we have other options before we consider doing that. For example, Cool-Headed is free. Cool-Headed draws 2, giving us more options. It also allows me to instantly evoke the Frost Orb for some desired block here, although we have other block options. There's also the idea to just play the Capacitor. There's also an idea to Meteor Strike into Cool-Headed for more energy to do everything else. Which, if I evoke enough, I could multicast for better things. So I think we actually hold the phone a little bit, right? We have options here, but the first one is killing you. Blech. That's why we kept the Pen Nib. So yes, I can evoke this Plasma for energy, and then I can multicast the next one to double my energy to 6. The question is, do I want to, though? Another question might be, hold on to the multicast for next turn, because next turn I can multicast it, turning 6 energy into 12 energy, and if I have some good draw game, that's even better. The options. There are so many of them. Get that capacitor up, though. It is free. Almost certainly when that force field down with the Cool-Headed, that's a full block. 12, 13, 14, and 4 for 18. Good. However, Equilibrium blocks anyway, so it might just be Force Field Equilibrium. Keep the draw for next turn, especially since it's free. Maybe toss the Leap away? Definitely making the most I can of my energy for next turn, so definitely Equilibrium. The question is, do I want these block cards for next turn or not? I should probably hold on to one of them, right? So let's hold on to Force Field. You would overdraw if you Cool-Headed. Overdraw? I want the Cool-Headed for next turn. I'm sure I'll be able to play something like my multicast. And then the Cool-Headed allows me to draw yet more. So yeah, let's thin out as much as we can here. Perfect block. Retain this. Force Field for emergencies. Then we draw 5, which feels a little slender, but hey, hey, it's suddenly looking really good, isn't it? I do not mind making the Awakened One unhappy by playing powers. All we need to do is outscale him. Also, All for One fetches Cool-Headed. Ain't that sweet? Alright, first things first, though. Let's Turbo first? Turbo gives me ungodly more energy, but it also throws a Void in. I'd rather not play around with the Void. Surely 12 energy will be enough, and if needs be, I can even dual cast into multicast right now for obsessive amounts of energy. But I feel like I'm going to want these plasmas. Depends what I draw into. Let's keep the dual cast option. For now, 12 is surely enough, right? Yeah, I can't play 12 even with all I have right now. Yeah. A splendid start. Definitely Echo Form. Definitely defrag. I know he's getting angry, right? I'm angry too. He's just going to have to cope with the situation. I'm definitely going to need that block where we're going. Let's get cool-headed for some draw. Hello, Sunder. Hello, Barrage into Sunder. It's a shame Sunder is full cost. What else we got? Force Field. Okay. Maybe I did need all that energy. All for One brings back Equilibrium, Force Field, Cool-Headed. That's pretty good deal. That is a pretty good deal. Because I might want to hold on to this still. 22, yeah, we full block this, no problem. Keeping some more free cards is rather nice, though. I think I'll play with the Void, because doing this allows me to Barrage Sunder you. Oh, okay. How about just Barrage you? Well, how about that? This Sunder is suddenly a dead weight. I guess it's just Sunder Equilibrium. Thanks for the extra block. This is fine. This is better than fine. This is really good, actually. Sure, he's gained a ton of strength, and he certainly wants to throw that at me. I don't blame him for that. All for One coming in at 0 cost. Close, but no cigar. Hologram coming in at 1. Still very close, but still no cigar. Could double my dual cast for 1 billion energy right now. Is that better than getting anything else down? Probably. Really want creative AI down. The amount I can scale with creative AI certainly outscales his pathetic attempts. I should try to save Defrag as a holo card. Defrag as a holo card. Surely I want my defragging done as quickly as possible. Just trying to think if anything is better than hitting dual cast. Cool-headed for draw, sure, but I need the energy to use it anyway, so let's just have a bajillion. And I do want that Meteor Strike plasma back, so I think I'll holo back Meteor Strike since it's nice and cheap. Unless there's something much, much better. Hollowing All for One is pretty sweet, but there's not that great stuff for it. Mom! Jake took Snecko again. Why can't I take Snecko? Why indeed? Yeah, creative AI against the Awakened One. Who would believe? Capacitor against the Awakened One. When he's doing his 16x4, maybe I should think about this. Okay, I'm done thinking. Options, please. Don't re-randomize my deck, though. Auto Shield's coming in at an agreeable cost. Core Surge at the ready for when I inevitably get my Biased Cognition. Well, we were already ready, weren't we? Force Field, Force Field, All for One, Force Field. Oh, what else do we have? This won't reshuffle the deck yet. It's close, though. That's fine at 3 cost. Important thing is just to have a bajillion blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 4? That's right, it's 48. With 42 we block this, no problem. I'm not playing electrodynamics, tempting though it may be. But I do want my meteor striking. Yoink. Probably going to want those down the line. I can't even play this. Don't really want to equilibrium the electro die. I could just play the electro die, but starting to wish I'd held on to that zero cost all for one now that I think about it. Do I want to keep these for next turn? Kind of. The block is very welcome. Surely I don't need that much though. Boy, I wish I had calipers. It's here! Not only is it here, we can play it twice, because we have double the artifact. Do not even care about his scaling. I have outscaled you, scaling master. Just play freaking everything, he dies. Oh, hello, all for one. I'd like my force fields back, please. I wouldn't mind that back as well. Maybe I'll just keep it for next turn with an equilibrium, though. Yeah, sure. I mean, what do I even care about what this guy is doing? Seems a tad unfair. Hey, I played creative AI to make that happen. It's not something you usually want to do against the awakened one. Gotta be a little careful here, though. He is hitting pretty bloody hard. The thing is, so do I. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Goodbye, fool. Alright, now I can play all my powers. Loop. Electro die. I don't know. What's the man to even do here? God knows. Okay, he's super angry, and I don't blame him. Thanks to Loop, we get some extra block, although I still need more block. We have more block. How convenient. Just draw? One of these evoked so I can super turbo that plasma. What can I do for that? Cool-headed, cool-headed... I don't think it's happening. Ah, Glacier, you'll help. Multicast, go! Thank you, multicast. We block for a bajillion days, so just play everything, I guess. Equilibrium my block, just in case. Equilibrium the turbo? Sure. I always felt a bit cheap that he keeps his regeneration even beyond his transformation, but I guess who's the real cheap bastard here after... Oh, man. This poor fool. I'm starting to wonder what I ever did to this poor guy. Hologram all for one is here. With all these choices, what's a man to even do? Just keep brutalizing the poor guy. Pen nib is set up. Maintain the pen nib just in case. Well, that went well. Will Time Eater play around with my shenanigans to the same degree, though? He comes in swinging for 24 with a debuff. The debuff, if I recall, is draw less. What is that even? 24? Which of these is that even? It's not weak. Oh, right, he does start weakened because of my red mask, of course. He's immediately going in for the head slam with draw reduction and 2 slimes. He's a nasty individual, but he's the best matchup for Defect simply because he only scales with the cards you play. If I just scale up my Frost, he could literally not hurt me if we set our things up properly. So this is Auto Shield, Glacier, Capacitor, 11, and 7, and 2, and 2, and 4. I'm sure we're fine. Perfect. Didn't even need to play Force Field. Don't play cards if you don't have to. Oh, I missed my good joke with you as well, again as well. Echo Form comes at a cost, perhaps too high a cost. This is probably just Glacier Capacitor Equilibrium. Maybe get Electro Die out of my way, but it's too expensive. Interesting. Can I all for one here? Better to hold all for one for next turn, because it might bring me back some amazing cards. Oh, hello. Hello, Meteor Strike. But also hello, limited options. I can only play 6 cards, and I don't even have a lot of energy, which is troubling. Turbo won't save me here. I think I need that Meteor Strike down. Without some energy, we're not going anywhere. Plus, it's a nice target for pen nibbing. All for one brings back Auto Shields, Force Field, and Equilibrium. That's 4 cards. I only have space for 2 of them. Hologram could bring back 1 to play again. Can't afford to do Meteor Strike again. Shenanigans would be funny, but it wouldn't work. I need to play 5 cards anyway, so what is it? Hologram, Force Field, All for One, and then Force Field probably. What about Equilibrium? I got some nice things to play here, and I will have the energy next turn. There's a lot of garbage as well, though. Basically, get no Blaw next turn. I'm just playing, what, Echo Form and some other stuff. Still might be worth it. Gotta play 2 of these cards. Can I play Auto Shields even though it doesn't do anything? I think I can. I want it out and I want Force Field in, so there we go. Yeah, I have Energy Potion, but why use them if I don't have to? Oh, heavens to Betsy now. This is what we're talking about. Creative, defrag, I don't even need to block. Get Core Surge down. Oh, hell yes. It's a good day to be us. All for One brings back Force Field, Auto Shields, Equilibrium. Do I want to Equilibrium this? Should have considered that first because I could have double played my defrag. We do have Creative Algorithm down now, thankfully. Yes, the orb scaling begins. Frost and Plasma are the main components that I need here right now, though. I don't really need that artifact, do I? Might be better to hold it, because Artifact will currently block some other unpleasant things. Alright, this is fine. That's a little less fine, but the extra energy is insanely welcome. Is this welcome, though? How about that barrage? Not when it's not pen nibbed, but still. It's probably the Glacier to max out the blockening. It's a shame Auto Shields is unplayable if I do that. But needs must. Thank you for the many block. Have many strikes in return. It's a shame about the All for One. I really should have tossed it aside so it was there to be redrawn. I've got to start somewhere. I don't want to see you again. I'm not even sure if I'm taking damage here, but let's hold off. I want to play 3 cards next turn at least. Currently his Time Warp is getting a little too high for my liking at 9. And he comes with a multi-hit to really punish me for it. That's what Force Fields are there for, I suppose. So is this Force Field, Meteor Strike? Then I waste energy considerably. Double creative AI. Hope to get scaling cards like mad. I'm down for that, actually. Done like dinner. So we're looking for defragments, of course, and there it is right there. Gain every drop of focus ever. And as long as I can keep blocking this... Hey, what's 6 times 6? I wonder. Definitely get the looping down. That'll be pretty damn good. I don't need this. Yeah, just pass. Our goal is to just obliterate this fool through scaling. And creative algorithm will help us with that. No, it's not algorithm, it's AI. Oh, wow. Just ask for defrags and then get more than you know what to do with. Wish I had master reality to make them even stronger. But I have many wishes. Let's start doing some damage, shall we? I like the extra energy. I wish I could just have 1 or 2 lightning orbs. That would be fine. This actually does nothing for me, so just pass on that. He cannot scale. There's nothing he can do to scale. I, on the other hand, have a lot of options for scaling. Here's one of them. 11 times 6 on the block. Keep the buffer coming on in, and I guess I'll spare him a bit of time warping. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I want at least some lightning damage coming in, and... Sure, if you ever manage to hit me. Should have bought that prism, yeah. For all the card rewards I had between then and now. Oh, this poor, poor, sorry soul. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wait, what? 3, 6, 9? I'm missing out. More orb slots, please. Specifically 1. More orb slot, please. I want it with a lightning orb just to do a bit more passive damage on him. But yeah, there's nothing for me to really care about. Get rid of these crummy slimes and carry on with my life. He cannot hurt me. The only way he can hurt me is if I let him. And I don't fancy letting him. He hasn't done his foolish yet either. Even with his big hit 63, now we block well more than that, my friend. I could double play the slimed. What a joke. Alright, tell you what, have these. That should be plenty. Because this plasma is looped, it'll give us all the energy we need anyway. There's no need for us to do anything but wait for him to die. Although if I see Barrage, I'll certainly speed up his demise for him. If I see Barrage. Sunder speeds things up a bit. I wonder which slime got played, the real one or the fake one? Ooh, and here I thought I could do you in. But Barrage is there and I am not. Oh well, guess I'll make do. What's that loop then? At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb 3 times. That's nice energy. Was it really so foolish? Also, where's my Barrage? Like I said, Time Eater is a fantastic matchup for the Defect, assuming that you have orb scaling. If you don't, you might have a bit of a harder time. Also, this is a bit of a waste of the pen nib, but... Goodbye. Alright, for all intents and purposes we have ascended, but that's not good enough. A deep pulsing dread can be felt. But it's actually Defect. Oh my god. To think this run was dead and dying in Act 2, and it comes out with a score like that, that's phenomenally good. 2437. Usually I'm around the 2000 mark. We have good relics. And I dare to say we have a good deck, but the only reason it's good is because I went all in on Snecko. We were delivered Snecko, so let's not waste this gift. Full health. Did I even take damage in that boss gauntlet? One final upgrade. And it's not an easy decision, this. Force Field gets a pretty chunky block upgrade from 12 to 16. Meteor Strike has a reasonable 6 damage upgrade, but it's not damage that does things, right? It's the cards you play, you need them to be better. Cool-headed then, for sure. Make it draw 2. Multicast for the +1. No, I don't think so. We only really use multicast as an energy doubler. And I think if I'm already doubling my energy, we're usually fine. But the cool-headed drawing an additional 1, that's pretty good. Because then when we have the energy, we want to be able to draw through. This deck still sadly lacks draw. And our tiny amount of money... if we just saved up. If we had just had the patience to save up, Calipers were right there for me. Dang. Okay, what do we do then? I'm thinking Glacier. Deck loves Frost, and more Frost is good. Sell some cards. It costs money to sell cards. Yeah, one final Glacier for the road will do us nicely. Thank you, merchant friend. The draw pot feels huge here. Yeah, probably better than having the Fire Potion. In retrospect, yes, Swift Potion over Fire Potion to save me from the turn 2 Spear and Shield would have been the correct choice. But it's not the choice we made. Let's go. The real fight is this fight, not the heart. Fortunately, the Snecko draw will really help us on turn 2 when they put 2 burns on the top of your draw pile. Also, immediate access to Frost Orbs, although no scaling for the Frost Orbs. You're not rude enough to attack me this turn, but it does mean you attack me next turn. Glacier is all the draw that I need, all the block I need here, so we should just cool-headed and see what's in the pile. I would love to get that Echo Form down. Would still love to get that Echo Form down. Hang on. I think I drew my cool... No, that's my discard pile. For some reason, something caught my eye there, and I think it was the cool-headed going into there. Anyway, great target for all for one. I cannot believe we only saw 1 hologram this whole run. Meteor first? Yeah, Meteor will allow me to evoke, allowing me to do other things. Glacier will evoke 2, bringing me to 4 energy, and that allows me to Echo Form, and possibly Creative AI. It's a consideration. Also, just having the extra energy going forward is going to be mondo useful. Yeah, definitely get Echo Form down. Tell you, it's not the worst equilibrium in the world, given that I have guaranteed block right here, but it's not enough guaranteed block. I need to work my way through the deck. But I gotta say, having a couple of force fields up my sleeves for next turn will be nice. Oh well, spare me Power of Powers. And there's nothing else to even play here, so let's boogie. Turn 2, like many big fights, turn 2 is the big fight. Oh, hello. Buffer. If things go really, really bad, I can just buffer my way. However, I gotta be very careful on the second cast of this. Ooh, wow. Echo Form actually hurting me here. So the first one would give me 8 energy. The second one would spend all of that 8 energy evoking 40 block. Now, the follow-up question, is that a bad thing? Because think about the alternatives, they're not great. I can also Glacier for yet more block, gets me through the worst of the turns. I think that multicast is actually a good idea. Sure. Am I really so sure? This guy's about to hit me with focus down, by the way. It's not very nice. Glacier first is better, no? Probably, actually. Gets me a lot more block. Still brings me up to 6 energy, but then this gives me 8 energy into that, 6. Probably evokes a little better, doesn't it? Is that true? And do it anyway. Because I might be able to buffer and multicast here. Multicast for 4 gives me 20 block, bringing me up to 49. That's not quite enough. I think I do still want to play multicast. No point buffering just to have it spent. I think the multi is better. Whew. Okay, just good enough. Tough. Oh, of course, we negate the focus down. This clockwork souvenir has been delivering us so much value. How's this for value? Double turbo, double capacitor. All for one fetches quite a lot of cards. Cool-headed, glacier, double force head. Yeah, we've got to play all for one, and it's all of our energy. Okay, we can get this fight under our belt if we double capacitor and play one all for one. Do I have the space for everything? Also, we have turbo to help us out even further, but I'm not doubling the turbo. I'm definitely doubling the capacitor. Thank you, thank you. Thank you some more. Gotta be careful. I only have space for 5 cards. We're bringing back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the turbo, but we don't have to have the turbo. Could play the auto shields to get the turbo. That gives me better options for the cool-headed as well. Why do I have 6 energy? Because I played the turbo, of course. You fool. Sometimes I don't know where my brain's at. I should be able to super block this. Why don't I just focus down the Spire Spear? You never know how these things go. Storm. Or you'll get enough shield. What? I am contemplating that storm now that you've brought it up, although I've already played a few powers, but we're getting more powers, aren't we? Sure. Just play your game. Doesn't allow me to cool-headed, but that's what the turbo's for. Yoink. Holy heck. And draw. I don't even need to be playing all of this, but I certainly want those frosty orbs on my case. Cool-headed is back to draw even more for me. Capacitor's here. Well, sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I guess I can have one more slot. I won't mind that. I can also all for one again. And I'm quite okay with that. The better the turn, the better the everything. Cool-headed draw. Ah, dang. Defrag coming in at 3. I can play it, and I probably will play it. I'm just not thrilled about it. Also, some lightning. Huzzah. Let's maybe bring the lightning out to the front. Oh, wait. Hologram is free. Would love to hologram the electrodynamics, but of course that's not an option. Hologramming a void is actually a very good idea right now. Nothing free is worth playing, except maybe Cool-Headed Plus. Wait, what's in my draw pile? It would re-randomize my draw. Barrage is here. I want that barrage. But next turn. Let's get this void out of my way. Could come and rear its ugly head real soon. Alright, well, we got blocking solved. If only I'd bought those bleeding calipers. Oh, Echo the Echo form. Always a tantalizing prospect. But what about just killing Spire Spear? Does this kill Spire Spear? It does 70 twice, so no, but could I add anything to that? Well, if both the lightning orbs hit it, then yes. Curse, this is some real Snecko attacks here. 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, X. Fire Potion would finish him off, and it's a pretty good use case of the Fire Potion. Also, Energy Potion for Electrodynamics would also kill him, but given the situation, I'd sooner use the Fire Potion. It's the best case scenario, in my opinion. Echoing Echo is brilliant, but not having a Spire Spear is more brilliant. Alright, there we go. This fight is won. The only question is, what, if anything, do I want to set up? How about some super buffering in case everything goes Pete Tong? Alright, well that takes care of most everything. Would like to play a few attacks to get my pen nibbed up, and probably shuffle my deck one more time for Sundial. Did I ever mention that I really do not enjoy doing meta-scaling relics? I just do not get my jollies out of that. So always make sure we have the block solution done, because I don't want to overthink what I'm doing. Hell, I don't want to think at all if I can avoid it. Don't kill him now. Reshuffle the deck first. Do an attack or two if you can. There we go. Sundial's on 2. And with this... That's a slight problem, actually. Probably best to ball lightning him twice. Then pen nib is set up, and... well, I'm actually going to need something else. Where's electrodynamics? Save me, electrodynamics. Ah, save me, electrodynamics. I was wondering why that made so many electrical orbs, but of course I have Storm, don't I? Play a power channel of lightning. Goodbye. Alright, we are as set up as we can be, but don't you worry, girly. We get the White Beast statue to ensure that the heart gives us a potion. Come on. Why does this game, for all of its very well-tuned balance, why does it have these kinds of relics here? You can get completely useless relics. Literally useless relics like that. This deck does not need another capacitor. It already capac maxes. Kind of. It brings me up to 9. I'm not getting that just to go to 10. I tell you, Darkness is not a bad card here. I do lack a little bit of damage output, and just that extra bit of dark could really help me out. I'm game. Alright, Heart. It's just you and me. With a less than pleasant turn 1. I can draw 3 with Centennial, but I only have the space for 2 of those. This 3 energy is becoming stifling. I might be playing my energy potions immediately just to get a better turn 1 going. So, what is it? Is Glacier to stop the incoming damage, Turbo to bring me up to 3 energy. Ugh, Darkness at 3 as well? That's crummy. I want Creative and I want Capacitor, and I probably want that other Glacier down as well. Just get better setup. Slay the Spire devs. What if with a White Beast statue shows up just before the heart? The other dev says, we have a bit of a giggle. Don't they just? Taking Beat of Death damage does not trigger the Plated Armor's degradation, so we got that going for us. We'll block the vulnerability, which is the biggest thing to block here, and we have a Core Surge to potentially block any downsides from, if we ever get it, the Biased Cognition. But I do think this is Glacier, Turbo, Creative AI to begin with, and it may be more. And this allows me to draw Centennial quite handily, with only taking 1 damage. Good. Good. Oh, not good. What are these costs? Who signed up for this? I want Glacier and I want Defrag, and I cannot have both. Okay. I'll definitely get Force Field down so I don't take further damage here. Pop both the potions to play Defrag Ball Lightning is an option. It's not a good one. Yeah, rely on the eye. Pay with your life. Need that Defrag down though. Without a bit of scaling fast, we are going to fail to block fast. I have good health, I have the Fairy, and just very not happy about playing my energy potions this early. Especially when one of the energy is pretty much wasted. Alternative is just wait to see Defrag again, but I need that block, hombre. We have a Cool-Headed and a Glacier waiting for us. That's not a lot, though. Not thrilled. We also don't have Echo Form down either. Double the defrag, maybe. Trust in the creative AI. I'm not going to play that defrag. Although, maybe I should play the Glacier. Nah. We block the vulnerable, right? We got that going for us. The worst he can do is 45, right? Okay, well, Hologram is here to rescue us back those horrible cards. Thinking more about that force field of all things. Yucky. And it's only going to get more yucky. Whoa. Bum draw on its way. Bad, man. Real bad. Yeah, that Electro die was the creative AI draw. I think it's just hollow the force field. Hollow force field, play the other force field, and then I'll have a bit of block. Not a ton, but that's what the fairy's for, right? My points. I can still hear them beating, says Alpha. This freaking guy, man. Okay. Just play the dual cast for the lightning orb. Doesn't really do anything, though. Just hurts me. And I don't want to be hurt. But I need to deal some damage. It hurts, but the emotion chip will give me some block, kind of. Cost 1 Echo Form is at least quite nice, but there's nothing else nice about this turn. Nothing at all. Alright, Echo Form for sure, and then probably Loop Leap. With this pot, of course. Ugh, and we know the Void is coming. Oh, it's gonna hurt. And not that this isn't already hurting. Thank you, Tori. But goodbye, plated armor. Okay, well, what do we have? We have an all-for-one that brings back 2 force fields when we don't need them. I need better options. How about double capacitor? How about double machine learning? Get obscene draw. Draw 9 every turn. Just machine learning, capacitor is already pretty good, but I need that glacier. I need those frost orbs. Glacier, capacitor. And that's my lot unless I pop a potion. Ugh. Yeah, the orbs are of vital importance. I need this thing down. And then it's a question between machine learning and capacitor. And I think capacitor wins this fight. The potion would get me machine learning down for additional draw. I think I could also get rid of the slimed. Might well be worth it, but that's nice. The potion should be there to get me out of a horrible situation, though. This is horrible enough. Okay. Oh, double biased. But it's just not the right time. I would lose 2 focus every turn. 4 turns and it's all gone. The better option is a double defrag. Don't worry about this. Tori will take care of the damage if they break through my shield, which at this rate they will. Yeah, double defrag for certain. All for one can get me back force field and dual cast. Oh god, there's Meteor Strike. Alright, I'm getting somewhere now with that. I do want that Meteor Strike. I need the extra energy or else I'm in hot water. But that all for one is so tantalizing, bringing back these force fields. Not to mention I got this pen-nibbed barrage for decent damage. But it's probably harder to get the Meteor Strike down. Yeah, Meteor Strike barrage is perfectly fine here. Doesn't really block, does it? Blocks 18, sure, but Tori does the blocking for me. And it just loses one of my delicious Frost Orbs, which will evoke next turn on taking damage anyway, so I think I'd just pass. Taking damage, he said? What? We always want to take damage for the emotion chip. Okay, the fight is now looking a little different, wouldn't you say, Heart? What's a man to do in this situation? I can't run forever, though. We need to deal damage. We have force fields and dual cast waiting for us, but that's not good enough. I want my core surges down so I have artifact for days, and then I can play my biased cognition. So probably double core surge to begin with. Or I have loads of block, don't worry about these things. Need some damage dealt, so probably get one electro die down. The cheaper one. Yeah, the only things I have there are force fields. God, I wish I had some draw. Hey, your draw. Help me. Equilibrium does not help, auto shield does not help, but at least we don't see them next. There's hologram. We have draw 8 next turn, right? Yeah. It's a shame I'm not taking damage. The emotion chip would actually help me here. Let's start cooking this Dark Orb. Yeah, the force fields are no good, and I do not want to Equilibrium. If I have the Plasma up front, I have a ton of energy. With Hologram... With Turbo, it's not really a good energy turn next. It's more of a get me out of this bad situation with some blocking, so I might actually... What would I do here? I don't know. Give me some ideas. Yeah, those are ideas, alright. Starting to wish I'd Glaciered first, but I've only got so many orb slots. Can't have everything. Get another machine learning down. No good reason not to draw 10 next turn, is there? It won't be 10, it'll be 9, right? 7 with Snecko, 8 with my existing machine learning, 9 with this extra one. Should be fine. Alright, not liking my lack of damage scaling, but whatever. Oh, hello, Echo Echo. Everybody loves Echo Echo. The options open up with this quite handily. Sure. Gets me a lot of energy if I want next turn. Can still do double things like double Sunder. Increments Pen Nib if nothing else. Cool-headed draws. At this point, I would really rather like some draw. Only draws 3, though. And I lose my energy, big time. Don't want to multicast or also be evoking this lightning, 14 times? And granted, that is damage. That's quite a lot of damage, even. It's probably the best idea I have. I also have Turbo for extra energy, don't I? Alright, let's give it a go. Why did it only do the second one 7 times, and why do I still have 14 energy? That did not work the way I expected it to. At all. I'm sat here with a butt-ton of energy and no good way to use it. The hell was that? Yeah, it did the plasma first, then it should have evoked my next lightning orb for 14. But it evoked it, and it didn't cost. We will need to review the footage on this one. You had 7 energy on play, so you don't pay the cost again. Really? Ah, okay. That's an interaction with X cost that I did not know. So I actually gained energy and still got to evoke those times. That's pretty good. A Dark Orb will be my next foray into such things. Anyway, what's in the pot? A free hologram, you say? That's quite nice, if only I had anything to hologram. I might actually hologram the cool-headed. I've already got a cool edit. Oh, hello, Meteor Strike. That would evoke that Darkness Orb, which I'm not sure I want to do, but I could really do with the extra energy, as is often the case. Plus, I can cook a new one. It makes glaciering suddenly feel quite a bit better. A little awkward because I do want the Frost Orb at the front for my looping. Could put myself into a lot of hot water if I play this Darkness and Glacier. In that effect, maybe I should only play the Darkness. Alright, might have done myself in for next turn. We've got 2 Glaciers and 2 Force Fields and a ton of energy, so how could it possibly go wrong? Ball Lightning cap damage? No. 6x15, Tori won't save me from that. Will this save me from that, though? I pretty much have to double that Glacier. But hang on, I can double the Biased Cog and then double the Glacier. For unlimited everything. Oh, hell yeah, that's so good. That is so good. So much energy, and I could have limitless energy, but let's not get too carried away just yet. We still have another charge of Echo Form, and we have a Hologram all for 1 infinite, so we definitely cap damage and block. No, that's not... Ooh. Nah, Beat of Death is at 3, that's not infinite block, but we certainly have a lot of block to make use of it with. We have 1, 2, 3... Count again. 1, 2, 3 zero-cost cards to bring back, and we do have space for all of them when I play all for 1. Meteor Strike also generates infinite energy, it's just not infinite block. That's okay though, I might throw down Electrodynamics just to get it off my case for now. Well, goodbye that Darkness Orb. I want to get some of this nonsense out of my hand right now, but probably not Equilibrium, just get that dual cast done. Then all for 1, blah. Bring me back a little bit of everything, please. And then if we just keep on bringing back all for 1. Well, we've got a lot of stuff going for us. I don't think I want more Meteor Strike, but I might really regret not having the block here. Because I won't kill him next turn. Has he done his big hit? Ah, I'll tell you what he won't do to me, though. Okay, do not play the Meteor Strike. Keep the Lightning. I'm going to want that Lightning. So instead, what we do is we keep bringing back the All for 1. Hologram, All for 1. All for 1. Holo, All for 1. We do lose block on this, but only 1 per cycle. No, not quite. Thank you, Ornamental Fan. Makes no difference, but I like closed systems. So despite the great temptation, we don't play Meteor Strike, because I actually want this lightning damage here. Yeah, now this is Spiring. This will be sped up slightly with something like the... come on, Jake, you know your words. What is the word I'm looking for? The letter opener, that's it. And although it might seem a little anal, I'm going to charge up my pen nib with this. Because I don't have anything to lose here. I had a full block this, no questions asked. So I might as well get this done. There is an idea to Equilibrium the Infinite, actually. That's a really good idea. Yeah, if we hold on to the All for 1, we can just do this again. And we should have the energy to do it as well, especially if I Meteor Strike. Searching my head for downsides to this brilliant idea. Yeah, it can only Equilibrium 2, but we don't have a lot of zero-cost cards here. We got Hologram and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, we won't reshuffle. That's the important thing. We will not reshuffle because we won't have space to draw all 5 cards. Also, there's another all for one in there. Alright. And get that thing down. Gonna play Meteor Strike so I have more energy just in case. And then we will draw 4. We will draw 4. Alright, we've won. There is no world in which we don't... Oh, wow, okay. That's kind of sweet. Hello, Barrage. At 0 cost, no less. Fascinating. Should probably maximize the amount of energy or block I have first. So let's get the... Oh, how can I say no to super hitting you with Barrage? By thinking. Don't smudge the finish here. We're in a good situation. Oh, we can do it anyway. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty damn good. Ah, all my everything. Pen-nibbed Barrage. Wait a second, I have an even sneakier idea. Hologram, return unto me Equilibrium. Equilibrium, stay my hand. And leap, don't let me get any of this damage. The Corrupt Heart is no more. But my hand is full. What a turnaround. That deck was so bad. It was so bad until it was so good. Yeah, but that heart got absolutely slam dunked. You're quite right, Joe Pro. I do think when he manages to achieve liftoff, the Defect is the most enjoyable character. Getting to that stage can feel like an uphill climb. Last time I played Defect, we died on floor 4. At this point, I'm a fairly accomplished Slay the Spire player, and that was humbling. Thank you, Murbeast, wanting to join in the celebration of our glorious Defect, who did not even need this fairy in a bottle. Just lob it off the top. 33-37 score. I don't know how good that is or what, but let's have a quick look at that run. Whoa! Where to even begin with this one? Quite a lot of rare cards going on here. That multicast, we learned something, right? I'm willing to poo-poo this card a lot, and I often never bother with it. But we learned a very, very interesting synergy with Plasma there. So you can use multicast with Echo Form to double your energy, and then evoke, but keep the energy. That's really good. I was all in on evoking Lightning 14 times there, but evoking 7 times and keeping 14 energy? Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm normally 3 hours plus on a run. Doing it in 2.5 is fast for me. I know that's not fast overall. Plenty of people just get a run done in 1 hour. Not me, though. I want to think about what I do, and I also like to talk about what I do. It's a stream after all. Unusually, we actually got an overall reduction in cost on the Snecko Eye, but I think that's largely because of my expensive cards. 2 cost, 1 cost, 2 cost, 3 cost, 2 cost, 5 cost. Yeah, Meteor Strike alone is going to smudge the numbers on that Snecko Eye. Not bad. And Darius gets a Slay the Spire run done in 15 minutes. I think Slay the Spire gets you done in 15 minutes. Alright, that was good, but you know what would be even better? Another run.